Okay, so we've done now steps 1, 2 and 3. We're going to look at step 4. We're going to develop one assessment instrument. So back in our plan we had 3 assessment instruments. So we had the observation checklist, the verbal questions and the third party report. Well, that's what I had in mind. So I'm going to pick one of these now to create. You would never create your third party report. We don't want to make it that easy for you. So look at your other instruments there. Keeping in mind here that for 2C you will be actually conducting this assessment. So if you're looking at doing an observation checklist, just make sure that you're going to be either able to do that for Sandy and myself and us observe you, or record it and send it in. Same if you're doing something. So just make sure that you're going to be able to do that in a practical sense. So keep that in mind as you develop this. So again, having a think about which one you want to develop. I'm going to pretend I'm going to develop the observation for this one. So I scroll down and I've got a observation template, but I also had a verbal template if I wanted to do that. So usually you would create either one of those two. More instruction on how to do that will be found in Manual 2. So I'm just going to go through, like I said, briefly the steps involved. So observation template, RTO candidate name, all of that stuff. Task procedure to be observed, that's going to be detailed out. You might say at the workplace, serving a customer, or in a simulated work environment. Again, using Manual 2 to help you fill in the details here so that you understand what you're putting in these templates, not just putting information in. When you're doing an observation checklist, you want to put in what you want to see the candidate do. So for example, I might say greet the customer in a timely fashion and in the appropriate way. So that's what I want to see them do. Number 2 might be attend to the customer's needs as required. So that's what I want to see them do, and so on and so forth. So you can add more to these, but you want to make it as easy as you can so that it's the things that, and you as your own industry expert are going to know what you want to see. So for example, if you're looking at anything with machinery, usually the first thing is a pre-start or occupational health and safety. If you're looking anything with cookery or barista, it's that you're wearing the appropriate PPE, or so you want to see the candidate wear the appropriate PPE, and that's what we're going to observe them do to see whether they're competent or not. So that's basically it for this one. Like I said, Manual 2 is going to give you more of the information that goes into it. Again, I want to point out that you're not going to be marking any of this stuff off down here just yet, because you're creating the assessment that you're then going to use. So later on this stuff would be printed out and you would be handwriting that in as you're assessing that person in Assessment 2C. So we'll just go back to where we were up to. So we're going to do step 4 and develop that assessment instrument. Step 5, we're going to update the assessment matrix and competency map. I'm going to do another screencast for that one, so I will see you shortly.